Alright, what is up, Transformer fans? This is vlog number 2. And, basically, this one's titled, Where the Videos Are, and a surprise new project. So, let's just start off with where the videos are. I, originally, as soon as I uploaded the two first videos to my channel, I began immediately working on the Prime Deluxe First Edition Bumblebee review. The end product was 30 minutes long because I got everything I wanted, every detail, every opinion about the figure that I wanted in that video. And after watching it, I realized all the content that I wanted was in there, but nobody was going to sit through a 30-minute video about a deluxe toy. So I tried to simplify it. I tried to put it in maybe a 10 to 15 minute video. That didn't work out so well because I started missing a lot of things. I tried to go into detail on some things and then caught myself. And in the end, I just decided that for reviews like that, I need to write them out and get my thoughts down on paper and then plan around what I want to say to make a short but very informational video. So that's what's going on with Prime First Edition reviews. I've been wanting to get around to them, but it's just that little problem that I have so many things to say about these figures, but so little time to say it in. And that's basically what's going on right now with those. Now, my next topic, I'll go ahead and get Starscream out of the way so you're not tempted to reach through the screen and play with him. I was in Target today, and my supply of funding for my hobby is a bit low now because I just purchased my first car, and so I'm struggling a little bit, but I had $16 from my birthday left over that I decided I wanted to spend. I wanted to buy some Transformers with it, and I was hoping to find, on my list of things to find was Prid, Soundwave, then Megatron, and then Wheeljack. That was the order of things I wanted. I wanted Soundwave first, then Megatron, then Wheeljack. And so I get there, and there's no Soundwave. They have a ton of Bumblebees, a ton of Cliffjumpers, and maybe 2 or 3 Wheeljacks. They also had probably 6 Voyager Primes and 2 Voyager Megatrons. And so I'm looking, and I immediately shoot down Prid, Bumblebee, and Cliffjumper because they're not first edition, and I was giving them a chance. I looked at them, I picked them up, and looked at the toy and the box and everything. They still didn't tickle my fancy, so I put them back. Picked up Wheeljack. He looks alright. I've heard great things about him, but I was really interested in that Megatron. Picked up that Megatron and looked at it, and immediately all my hopes of wanting that figure and liking that figure all of a sudden just died. The fusion cannon was too big. The colors weren't a big problem for me. I could see that kind of dull. It didn't really look tan in the box, but the fingers and all the other joints that are that beige color, ugh, I couldn't deal with that. So I just kind of was like, okay, well, maybe I can touch him up a little bit with some paint, and then I'll be fine. So I put him in I didn't even have a cart. I picked him up off the shelf and started walking away with him. I got down the aisle and saw a pallet of unopened boxes. And so, interested, I was looking to see if they had another wave of, another box full of the Prid Deluxes, because I wanted Soundwave really bad. But I happened to stumble upon a couple boxes of the Cyberverse Commanders assortment. And so I asked the lady, I said, would you mind opening this for me so I could see what was in there? And she said, yeah, that was fine. And so she opened it, and I ended up putting Voyager Megatron back, and I ended up picking up, can't even see that. That is Cyberverse Commanders Megatron. So I ended up getting him instead, because he's essentially the same figure with a little more positives than negatives than the Voyager does. The color's right, the fusion cannon's the right size, very, very nice figure. And in addition, thanks to the fine folks at TFW 2005, the podcast WTF at TFW, hearing such great praise about this figure, I picked up Cliffjumper too. And so I got these home and started playing with them, and to my surprise, these are great. So much better than the Dark of the Moon Cyberverse, which I have a lot of, unfortunately. But they're so good, and they're really, really, really cleverly thought out. And so I've decided that instead of collecting Prid toys, which I've been very, very disappointed with the cancellation of first edition, and seeing their quotation marks alternatives to the figures that they decided not to release in first edition. So I've decided I'm gonna do Cyberverse for Prime, because they're smaller, they're cheaper, and in my opinion they're better, and I'll get to that in the review of why I think they're better. But that's basically what's been happening and how things are going. And so yeah, expect a review of these. I'm actually gonna do one for Cliffjumper right now after this video. But yeah, so that's basically it. This is a really short vlog, but it was a surprise to me, and I'm sure it's a surprise to you, considering how much I've been talking up first edition and opened that box full of first edition. And I still have yet to sell the ones that I wanted to sell. I'm kind of waiting a little bit, waiting until their value goes back up. But yeah, so hopefully this came as a surprise, and hopefully it's a good surprise. If it's not a good surprise, then why are you even watching this? Thanks for viewing this video, and goodbye.